Welcome back in, everybody. We get started with the second game of Team Sexy versus Sigma.YNT. Team Sexy, in that last one, were just able to run over and destroy Sigma.YNT's game plan. We saw, the dry range, it didn't even get a kill on the board. Moonlight, once he got that blink dagger up as well, just getting aggressive with the BKB coming out as well. Did get picked off a couple of times, but for the most part, the rotations from the supports, 9 class able to set up with the static storm on to for you on the Puck, and Puck, 4, 4, and 5 there on his. And a great start. They did get some early objectives with the exorcism coming out from the Death Prophet, but again, Death Prophet in the season so far, and again, we're only 5 series in. Corruptible just got some early towers and then dropped right off the bat, and yeah, the Death Prophet is now 1-5 after being pick banned in every single game. 6 games he's been played, 5 he's lost, or she, I guess. And the player's losing them with the he's. But yeah, so Sigma, they need to come back into the second game. You'll get the game plan under wraps. And Team Sexy, just looking to continue on where they left off. Jesu on the Ursa went 6-1-5. It was a good start there for the Ursa, but there was no real aggression needed on his part because he just got a good start when the Death Prophet left the lane as well. It was just a free lane for him. Found his Battle Fury, found his items, the Blink Dagger, the BKB came out, and he got involved with the fights. So even the Disruptor, I mean, 9 class going towards the Ags, didn't even finish it off. Yeah, a couple of branches, Brown Boots as well as a Circler, and then a Blink Dagger trying to go into the Ags, but didn't even get the game going long enough. H2O as well on the Rubik, Aether Lens came out. He got some good spells being stolen, like the Avalanche coming off the control. Great telekinesis, Glimmer Capes as well to offer the survivability of his team. Nefrit with all those auras, the Boots of Burn, the Greaves coming out, the pipe there as well. I think going towards an AC after that, maybe even a Shivas, because he just had the plate mail. So Nefrit, 603, 6013, not 3, 6013 on the Visage. And we'll see just where Sigma.YNT want to go with the second draft, because it looks like we are just about ready here in the lobby to get through into the second draft. And yeah, both teams look like they're ready to go, just waiting on the lobby to start, so it won't be too far away. Meanwhile, again, looking forward to what could be happening later today, or what will be happening later today, I guess I should say. We've got the Navi Junior making their debut in Division 2 here up against Cybercat. Cybercat's going down to Team Sexy here in the very first game, or the very first series of Division 2. So Navi Junior, maybe they've got themselves some game tape to watch, got some ideas how to play around Cybercats here. And again, Navi Junior don't recognize anyone but Days really here on the lineup. Got the Juice, Raymond, PMA, Days, and Riddies. So there are some unknowns coming into this one here for Navi Junior. So I'm interested to see how Cybercat's going to play around this one, especially after going down in their first series, how they're going to be able to get this one back on the board for them. And again, Alberto Kachira Jr., DK Focus, Force Majeure, as well as Jess V. Some more no-names. Force Majeure coming back from the old Bet Boom team. DK Focus coming through from Darkside. Alberto Kachira Jr. and Jess V. been around forever in the tier 2 scene, or at least the past couple of years. So Team Sexy straight in for the Monkey King. Maybe they just wanted to, be on theme here for the Eastern European. With the draft that we've got, this draft UI. Sigma, did they go right in for... I mean, what's bound out? The Broodmother's bound out, the Nature's Prophet's being taken away as the Beastmaster and the Death Prophet. So Sigma.YNT, again, Rubik available, Disruptor available, and Diane in the supports. They seem to be the big 3. Meanwhile, Snapfire as well, starting to make a resurgence. So what did he pick? Again, you've got heroes to come out, like the Enchantress, Beastmaster's banner, but like the Lycans there as well, if you want that push potential. Tiny coming out for Sigma. So they go in for the Tiny Snapfire combo. We've seen this off lane. If this is going to be the off lane, it could just be 2 supports here coming out from Sigma, but I've seen the Tiny Snapfire off lane work a scary amount. The Avatos comes through. You've got the damage coming through from the cookie, the little shredder as well. Scatterblast comes out for an extra slow. And it's a really hard lane to play into. So we'll see if that's going to be the two cores coming out here. Or, excuse me, one of the cores and one of the supports coming out for Sigma. Or if it is just going to be the two supports. Team Sexy back in for the Visage. I thought they would have gone for... Maybe the Visage more important to the game plan. But with the Monkey King coming out, I thought they would have gone in for the Disruptor. The Monkey King Disruptor combo is just gross. Monkey King... I suppose if you get a support with a stun, though, you could still do it with something like the Rubik. Yeah, the Monkey King coming in with Jingu, the chase down as well for fairly fast hero. Great attack range as well for a melee hero, to the point where I'm not even sure he's a melee hero. And then all of a sudden you get glimpse, right? You think you're away and you get glimpse back into Monkey King, just waiting to use those boundless strikes, those Jingu masteries on you. So it has been a really effective combo in the safe lane. I mean, this could be the Monkey King 4 as well.
Dire team ban.
So... Again, this could actually be the offlane, the Monkey King and the Visage coming out from Team Sexy, because Monkey King making a resurgence not only as a core, but in that position 4 as well. Going for the Orb of Corrosion into the Diffusal Blade just for overwhelming slows. You're able to lock down a hero, and you 1v1 most supports if you go for that build as a position 4.
5 seconds
and if you get a decent amount of momentum as well, you go into this kind of semi-core build, you get into that semi-core role, and you could even look to put pressure onto the offlaner as well. And take fights hell if the carry gets caught out of position solo. The Monkey King good at finding the picks. So, Team Sexy, we'll see where they want to go with this Monkey King. As the Naga ban. Tinkerban, yeah. We don't need to see that hero anymore. Just get it out. Lesh and Huskar. Huskar is a surprise to me because we didn't see it in any Division 1, but it seems to be played in Division 2 to the point where teams are just straight up banning it. What's the ban rate on the Huskar?
Radiant team
Let me just take a look through the old picks and bans. So, what, 37.5% bans? Which column am I looking for? This one. Okay, so ban out picks in 37.5. It's one of those heroes, obviously, you don't see that often, so when it does start to pop up like this in ban lists, it draws your eyes to it. The Lycan going to be banned here from Team Sexy, so they take out the extra push coming out as well. The Beastmaster again, already taken away. I don't know if Team Sigma play the Enigma. Nagasar and another illusion push hero coming out from Team Sexy in that ban list.
Radiant team.
Okay, so they do ban out the Disruptor, making sure that Team Sexy can't get it again. Really effective in that last game. The Dragonite, again, is still available if Sigma maybe want to take this away from Team Sexy.
Warlock.
Gonna go for the Warlock. So either the Tiny or the Snapfire core here. Okay. I don't mind this hero, as in, I've not seen it being played recently, so I don't know how effective it's going to be. It is something different, though. Obviously, the Chaotic offering with the Golem, you're going to be able to push down the waves on that, put a lot of pressure. Great lockdown potential. Maybe they go for something like a Darkseer in the offlane as well. So the Vacuum back into a Chaotic offering wall. Could be a really good combo here for Sigma.YNT. Put the Snapfire in the mid lane, put the Tiny in that position 5-4. 3, 2, 1, blast off. Meanwhile, Team Sexy, straight in for the anti-mage. Okay, so it is going to be that position for Monkey King. They could still rock him mid. Depending on what Sigma.YNT pick up the mid lane, they could flex this Monkey King into the mid lane. I've seen it against an Ember Spirit. What else did I see it against? But I saw it up against an Ember and absolutely rocked the socks of the Ember Spirit. Just could not stand up to the Monkey King in the mid. So again, they could... Yeah, the Lich coming out now as well, so they could flex this Monkey King into the mid lane. The Sigma go into the Ursa, so trying to turn the Ursa Burr against Team Sexy here. After that last game. A bit more survivability. Maybe you do flex the Monkey King into mid lane after this as well, because if this is the Monkey King 4, the Ursa might just eat him for breakfast.
5 seconds remaining.
Because Sexy, going to think about these final set of bans. So do they think it's going to be the Snapfire Well, it's got to be right. Either the Tiny or the Snapfire core here, with the other one as the support and the Warlock as the support. But they're thinking offlaner or mid laner.
Radiant team ban.
They ban out the Shadow Fiend. Okay, so they are thinking this is going to be the Snapfire off.
Dire team ban.
Banning out the Storm Spirit themselves here. So you wouldn't pick it up with an Anti-Mage. Last time we saw that, it did not go well for the Storm Spirit. It went awful for the Storm Spirit. So yeah, Sigma, they don't want Team Sexy to pick it, but obviously they can't pick it themselves. So they are just going to ban it out here as Team Sexy. What do they want to be taken away? Because again, they don't have the final pick though, so they have to, again, maybe look for... They don't ban out the Ember, but they wouldn't know it's coming out till the final pick. I don't think you ban out the Ember release. Maybe ban out something like the... Oh, no, because you don't really want to run Sniper mid. Maybe, again, something like the OD. That even if the AM tries to blink in your face, he's going to be able to get the Astral off. Just lock down that AM for a little bit longer. Let's see here. They've got themselves 27 seconds to think about this final ban here on the side of Team Sexy. Again, Puck might not be a bad pickup for Team Sexy. Even, they could go for the Dragonite and let Sigma go for that Puck as well, because the Puck Dream Call into the Chaotic Offering, Snapfire most of the kisses to rain down as well, and then the Ursa just rips out apart what's left here. So Team Sexy, even if they wanted to go for that Puck, they just say, nah, we're going to ban it out. We don't want Sigma picking it up. And what do Sigma ban out? Do they ban out this Dragonite now? Because it was effective with that double push. Got aggressive as well.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, probably going to be the Visage on the off lane again here. So Sigma.YNT, again, they've got themselves a minute and 23 in reserve time to think. Or Snapfire mids and pick up something like the Slardar in the off lane to come up against the Anti-Mage. Because Slardar will rip the Anti-Mage a new one. So what are they thinking here on the side of Sigma.YNT? And what don't they want to be playing against? I mean, yeah, they ban out the Dragonite. If I was them, I would be thinking about putting the Snapfire mid. Maybe put the, the tiny Slardar in the off lane up against the Anti-Mage. So Team Sexy, not a lot of reserve time on their side to think about this one.
Remaining. 5 seconds
I was
remaining.
looking for a mid laner. Ember Spirit got the mobility, can get to the back lines. If the Warlock tries to go for the upheaval, yeah, it is with the OD. Okay. OD comes out from Team Sexy. Again, control onto the Ursa Bird before he gets his BKB. Everybody on the side of Team Sexy. Mini stuns from the Anti-Mage. He's got that blink away as well. Lich with the Sinister Gaze. The Frost Blast for the slow there. Visage, once he gets his familiars, he's got the stuns coming out from those Storm Forms. Monkey King, Boundless Strike, and Odie now with the Astral Imprisonment. Everybody's got to wait to try and kite out the Ursa here in this game. So what could you go for on the side of Sigma that might have some impact here up against Team Sexy? It's a big question because I don't know if there's many lane winners against the OD in the current meta. They might have to get someone that's maybe a sack lane or a lane that just goes at best even with the OD or slightly behind, but can get active again. Ember Spirit might not be too bad, but uses a lot of mana, and the Anti-Mage might be able to just rip him apart with the mana void in these fights. So who are you looking at here, Sigma.YNT, for your mid laner? You've got yourself 17 seconds left. And it is going to be, drumroll, anyone? Just make your own, Going to be the Batrider. I don't like this. The control on the ultimates every, it's like 100 seconds or something like that, something ridiculous like that. Gets astraled anytime he comes close to the Firefly in the lane, even if he throws at the Flame Break for the gap close here onto Moonlight in the mid lane. He's going to be astraled up. At least plays at range, can do damage at range, but yeah, OD, I think he's the better mid laner. I think the Batrider, you trade out the damage for the control that comes out for the lasso, but even, Anti-Mage might build into the Lincoln Sphere. You've got the OD that can astral the Bat Rider or anyone that gets targeted here by the lasso. I just think Team Sexy's lineup, I'm looking at this lineup, I think even with the Ursa coming out here for Dark Lord, even with this Ursa Burr being here for Team Sigma, Team Sexy's lineup, they just look way scarier. And yeah, I don't mind the Bat Rider pick if there's a place for it, but I think in the current lineup here for Sigma, yeah, that lasso, it's not going to be super useful. And it's going to be rough for Sigma to fight into this. Counterspell comes out. Again, the Astral comes out. You've got the Boundless Strike to stun from a distance. So the Bat Rider, even if he wants to, before he gets that BKB up, not going to be able to get a good drag back. So yeah, I think I'm looking at Team Sexy's lineup to win this one, take this one 2-0. And Sigma.YNT, I just don't like the draft. So before we get into it, though, we are going to take a quick word from our sponsors over EGB. Check it out. We'll be back with game number 2 to see how this one's going to fall right after this.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600. Cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
So, right back into it, and we'll see how this one's going to go here. If Sigma.YNT, can they prove me wrong? Are they just going to win this one to spite me? Which, I wouldn't put it past them, you know, that's team's main motivations, just to make the casters look silly. I'm pretty sure. It's not about the prize money, it's not about the fame or the glory, it's just making a fool out of the casters. So For You comes up. He's not going to show this ward here as well. Corruptible does pick it up after the fact. But Nefrit going to force him back with the right clicks. We'll see here, though, there is 4 heroes from the side of Team Sexy behind this one. The scout out as well from the Monkey King. Just looking, I think he even sees the Ursa Burr here as well. Yeah, so 9 class going to come forwards. As we see on the map. Got to be careful, though. He doesn't want to be getting caught out. Not skilled anything up just yet. Vanscore coming through here. Looking maybe for the chase down onto the Monkey King. As we take a look at the odds here from EGB. Yeah, again, fairly close, but Team Sexy will be the favourites. By about 1.1 this time. So not a massive gap, but Team Sexy, after that last game, certainly in control here from EGB, it seems. Dark Lord, they're looking for the chase down, but 9 class is already away. And yeah, it is going to be the Orb of Corrosion here for the Monkey King. The Ursa Burr might not have the worst time coming up against 9 class in the lane. Well, Dark Lord, it can't go as bad as last time did, giving up that first blood and then just being locked down in your lane. Or maybe it will. Visage still here again. 9 class can engage from a distance. You're probably looking for the Tree Dance Primal Spring after the Jingu here. Maybe not the Boundless Strike, but Dark Lord starts to go for it already. And Dark Lord, yeah, this is going to proc. So a lot of damage coming out already here onto Dark Lord. And Dark Lord, he's just not straight up having a bad time in this series here. The damage, it's going to be up for the kill. Never gets it, he takes him down. And the tips start to come out. And yeah, okay. Team Sexy, they just continue where they left off in this lane. And here I was talking up the Ursa Monkey King matchup. 9 class just gets aggressive off the bat.
Don't have to worry about me, Visage. I won't be traversing the narrow maze.
So, Dark Lord, yeah. This harass, it ain't stopping, and 9 class now. It's going to help him towards the Orb of Corrosion top lane, though. Can they do the same onto Jesu here from side of Sigma.YNT? It is going to be this, again, the tiny Snapfire combo. Corruptible on the Snapfire. So looking for the Scatterblast damage, and again, the Avatar Snapfire with the cookie into the Scatterblast. The damage does really start to stack up. Interested to see if he goes for that early point with the Blightstone coming out as well for the Snapfire, if he goes for the early point in the little Shredder. Or whether he just wants to build this burst damage coming through from the cookie Scatterblast. Yeah, and how Jesu's going to fare with it in the lane as well. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, this Bat Rider... I don't know what you do as this Bat Rider, because again, if you try and come up and get aggressive, you're going to get astraled. If you play defensively, the OD is just going to be able to take the lane away from you. Yeah, going towards the Meteor Hammer here as well in the OD. Bottom lane, once again, slowed down. This is going to be the Jingu coming out. The Boundless Strike will connect. Do they have the damage to get the kill? Dark Lord, he has to use that Fairy Fire. And the heal coming through here from the Warlock. But only just enough to keep the Dark Lord alive. And again, having to spend mana on the salves when you want to be going towards this Ring of Health and your boots as well. He's just being harassed down now, trying to get on top of Nefrit, but Nefrit will be able to pop this right back onto Dark Lord. Dark Lord has to be careful he doesn't get caught out of position. Meanwhile, 9 class just looking to contest the pull through now as well. Contest this camp. And yeah, Vanskor, he cannot step out of line here. Dark Lord, his position is going to be great all the way through. He can't let Dark Lord get killed off again. This is why he's building into the Shadow Word for the heal. You know, because the harass coming through from the Fatal Bonds, it just won't be there if the Usurper can't step up and get close to do the damage if he's constantly being harassed underneath the tier 1 tower. And this is, yeah, you can see the Vanskor, he's constantly looking to pull the Monkey King out of the position. Top lane, though, H2O, does he go down here? Using this Frost Shield, he might still survive through this. Queasy, he will get the kill. Anti-Mage trying to do what he can up against the Tiny in the lane, but Jesu gets pretty down low, and it will be a kill on the board here for Sigma.YNT. So that Lich just being caught out, or maybe even tossed out of position. Into the Snapfire damage for 2 points into the Scatterblast. And yeah, you can see that the Warlock, he's threatening these pulls here on the bottom lane. Jesu's got his courier coming through.
Dire's courier has been
So what's that? Ring of Health before Power Treads, before the Wraith Band, anything like this here, Anti-Mage. Even the one, bottom lane once again. Dark Lord, though, the upheaval comes through from the Warlock. Queasy being pushed back with Blink in. He's out of mana now as well. Only level 3 on the AM, so there's no mana void, nothing like that. Could you imagine? Level 6 in the first 4 minutes of the game. But still, they get the harass off on the Tiny. They keep him low. They keep him from regenning. And he's just going to have to rely on these mangoes. Mid lane, Moonlight is playing away here. Just trying to get rid of the sticky napalm stacks. But again, can't come in with the harass as Nefrit once again. They get another kill on the Dark Lane. In fact, they might be able to go into Vanskor here. Vanskor, can he get himself away? One more right click. 9 class going to be able to get the kill. Great setup here in this lane. Both 9 class. Who, again, Orb of Corrosion, I think is coming in on the courier now as well. Yeah, has the items, has the recipe, so that Orb of Corrosion will be coming out for the Monkey King. Nefrit, what's he looking towards? Mana Boots and a Mechanism, I assume. Same build coming out. Balance Strike to set up. Dark Lord slowed down. Do they have enough to get the kill? As Dark Lord, the Shadow Word comes out. It's going to try and sustain him now as well with Tango and a branch coming through from the Warlock. So the Warlock, not only having to buy regen, he's having to buy spur branches if he wants to go into this wand. Just to try and keep Dark Lord healthy-ish. The Usurper, though, comes in with the raindrops. Okay, going to offer some protection, but the Brown Boots, they are there for the Ursa, and it looks like it's going to be straight into the Battle Fury here as well, so no Power Treads to come out. Dark Lord, I mean, he's still fairly far behind, so we'll see if he's going to be able to contest into this. The upheaval, just to keep Dark Lord safe. And if we take a look at the net worth, the Ursa is just a little bit ahead of the Anti-Mage here, getting towards this Battle Fury, but Jesu already has that Ring of Health out.
Top tower is under attack.
So he has some sustain in this one, as Dark Lord had to go back for the wand before the Ring of Health.
For the dead.
So we'll see what Ursa's going to be able to do to chase down 9 class now as well. On top of Vanskor. Vanskor, can he get himself away? The Balance Strike comes out immediately, and Vanskor will go down even with the Shadow Word now as well. Dark Lord, he has to be careful. One more right click from the Monkey King. Again, Orb of Corrosion for that slow, for that armor reduction as well. It really does start to stack up. The 3 damage over time is nice as well. The extra 150 health, so 9 class. It's just such a versatile item for the support Monkey King. And really, this lane in the bottom lane, our Dark Lord is going to be the Primal Spring. They actually want to go into Vanskor. It looks like Vanskor trying to get himself away. The overpower as well as those Fury Swipes, but he procs it with the Jingu coming through.
Where'd you go?
9 class just backs himself away. Top lane, Avalanche onto Jesu. The cookie comes out now as well with the Frost Shield going to be there. Is this enough protection? And Jesu, he has himself those raindrops as well as the Ring of Health. The tower protection as well comes in, so it's a lot of regen for the Anti-Mage. Even the salve going to be popped here from the Lich. So offering the protection here in Jesu, but that's the burst damage that I was talking about from Corruptible as well as this Tiny in the top lane from Queasy. And yeah, Dark Lord, he's looking to keep pace with the Anti-Mage. Different items to come through, though, here. Mid lane as well. You've got the Batrider for you. In terms of last hits, in terms of net worth, falling slightly behind the OD in the mid lane. But not by a whole lot, though. There will be this setup here for the Meteor Hammer on the OD to come out sometime soon. Bottom lane once again. Primal Spring with the Balance Strike to set up. Dark Lord, can he walk himself away from this one? The Jingu, it will start to stack up here from 9 class. Was that uphill misses? I don't think so. It looks like they are going to be able to get on top of the Ursa and get themselves another kill. Dark Lord, he is the Lord of nothing here at the minute. And yeah, Sigma.YNT 1-5 behind in terms of kills. Team Sexy, they just pick up where they left off in the last game. OD's Meteor Hammer in terms of gold, so 450, so about the gold for the crown, and then another 250 for the recipe. It's going to be a minute away here for Moonlight. Moonlight's going to have this Meteor Hammer out sometime soon, and this gets harder and harder for you
Radiant's bottom tower
in the
is
mid
under
lane.
attack.
You know, if it's not the tower being pressured, it's the constant spam from the Astral to get the lockdown, to get the kill onto the Batrider. Because, I mean, there's going to be the rotation in. Queasy comes in now as well, the Firefly, Moonlight, but there's going to be the TPs coming in from both supports. Does he survive long enough? There will be the last one to come through. Did they get the kill? Moonlight, he Astrals himself, trying to keep himself alive through this. The Firefly might take him down. The Multiple Kisses will rain down as well. Can they get the return kill onto Queasy? So they take down 2. They take down Moonlight as well as H2O. But while this is going on, the rotation into the jungle now as well. 9 class, even with this Jingu. Has to be careful. Dark Lord chasing him away. 3 heroes stacking up here. The Monkey King just buying some time, though, for the Visage in the bottom lane from Nefrit. Level 6 on him. He's going to be able to take down this tier 1 tower. And Dark Lord, he's lost this lane now. Monkey King finding some solo XP, trying to get himself towards the Jingu. Excuse me, towards the Wukong's command. So, might not even take it at level 6. Might just go for another point into the Jingu. And yeah, with the rotation from the Snapfire into the mid lane here as well, with the multi-kisses, it did mean that the anti-mage got a free lane. This tier 1 tower not being pressured out on the top lane. Van's core. Upheaval was nice, but now you're going to be chased down by the familiars. Pops that preemptive Shadow Word. The damage coming through was the Stormform to come through. The Balance Strike, it connects. And they get another kill onto Vanscore here. Vanscore is suffering in the series. So is Dark Lord. Dark Lord not anywhere close towards this Battle Fury. He already had to move himself into the jungle. In fact, not anywhere close to the... Wants to go towards the phase boots, which he will pick up now. But 10 minutes in, 9 class is going to see him. The ward goes down. Does he actually want to go for this? Level 6 to go for the Wukongs.
Radiant's middle tower is
Rotation
under
up
attack.
until the end. They're going to set up now as well. The Balance Strike connects. They've got the Stormform coming through. They've probably got this kill into Dark Lord. Dark Lord, can he get himself away? Wukongs will be dropped. 4-hero rotation. Buying time for the Earth to get himself away from this one, but everybody's inside the Wukongs. The toss back underneath the tier 3 tower. The Monkey King will go down. Silence Eclipse going to be dropped, and they get the kill onto Queasy. So a 4 for a 4. Upheaval will be used now as well, and now you've got your point into the Fatal Bonds. But Moonlight, Nefrit as well as till the end should be fine. And again, it forces the Ursa back. He does have the phase boots now. He did get the kill. Meteor Hammer being dropped onto the tier 1 tower in the mid lane with this rotation. It looks like they want to take this one down as well. The Familiar's coming through. And this tier 1 tower, it won't stand for very much longer. The TPs, though, coming through from the side of Sigma.YNT, looking to defend this. So, Team Sexy, they know there's only 3 of them here, with the Monkey King being up on the top lane, maybe trying to protect for potential ganks in onto the AM.
Radiant are scanning.
And the Anti-Mage, usually you see the build-up is the Vanguards come through. But with him having a free lane like this, with him having no contest, because Sigma, they have to defend this Ursa, they have to defend against the aggression coming through from the side of Team Sexy. Maybe not. Jesu pops a counter spell, just blinks himself away. Yeah, so now the Monkey King, was he going to look to get aggressive? This is Diffusal Blade here for the Monkey King as well. He's a recipe gold away from it, and I know the recipe got changed, so it's 1,000 gold now. 1050 gold. But still, 9 class. He's having a really good time. Ooh, he steals the Invis rune. Do they have the reveal now as well? They're just going to be the Sentry coming down. And the Monkey King maybe not going to be able to get away from this one. They do get the kill. So again, good burst damage from the Snapfire. Tiny combo. Jesu just continues to get the farm. on the anti-mage. Nefrit, again, putting the pressure onto this bottom lane now as well with the Ursa. He wants to be able to move through this in the jungle, and it just looks like, again, it's going to be harder for the Ursa. How's he looking in terms of net worth now as well? This might be the broadsword coming out for him. Yeah, it's going to be. It is going to be the broadsword to come out. And Dark Lords. Okay, so he's still getting the items in. He's still getting the damage out now as well. But there for it, you get the slowdown. Dark Lord, can he walk himself away? Has that enrage if he needs it. Got the back of Advanced Core here as well. Monkey King rotating down. Did he want to go for a fight here onto the Ursaba? Ursaba was up Balance Strike to maybe set up. TP's coming in now as well from the Tiny in the trees. Advanced Core, they're looking to maybe bait someone in with Dark Lords. While this is going on, smoke will be used from the side of Sigma.YNT. They're looking for it. In fact, they might actually move into the mid lane. Yeah, the Sinister Gauge will come through. And now the TP from Corruptible for you. Does he want to try and turn this one around? But in the mid lane, the Balance Strike comes out. The Batrider might have been baited into this one. The Chain Frost won't actually bounce after the Batrider's initial one. And now, with this Chaotic Offering, do they have the damage to get the kill? It looks like they might be able to. They take down Moonlight. The overextension comes through. And now the Visage Lockdown. They take down 2 heroes. And Team Sexy overextending once again. They did take down the tier 1 tower, though. So yeah, good group up, but Sigma, they had to come in as 5 to get the kills. The Chaotic Offering's down now as well. This is a big opening here from the side of Team Sexy. Where the multi-kisses are down for 90 seconds. You've got the Chaotic Offering to come down for the next, what, 125? I mean, the actual Golem itself still up for the next 20 seconds. We'll see what he's going to be able to do with this one. Maybe just try and put some pressure. He's finding some farm in the jungle, actually. So Advanced Core, yeah, even the supports need those items. They need the gold here for wards, dust, reveal. Queasy will be seen. 9 class scouting him out. Do they want to try and go for this one? Because the Batrider as well as the Warlock are close. So maybe here, 9 class going to hop to it on top of Queasy. Ward goes down. I mean, Queasy's 2 levels higher than him. How's he looking here on the Tiny? What, 2, 1, and 4? Yeah, he's looking alright. They get the ward. He's going to see him now as well. The toss comes out. They get the lockdown. Monkey King. I think he'll be able to set up here now as well. The Balance Strike comes out. There could be the TP in from the Batrider. And it looks like 9 class has to move himself away out of the ward vision. And so does Nefrit with a retreat. Okay. So it was cute. You know, the Monkey King maybe just waiting for his teammates to back him up. Might be able to get the D-ward off now as well. If he gets that right position, he does. So the D-ward will come through. While this is going on here, Corruptible in the top lane. He's got himself the Greaves. Going towards the Shard. Which, Moonlight's going to rotate in, though. With the Astral, does he have enough to set up the kill? The Meteor Hammer's on cooldown, so he's not going to be able to go for this onto Corruptible. And the Tiny was close anyway. How's Tiny looking, Queasy? Going towards this Blink Dagger. So 7 to 7 in terms of kills. And only a 1k net worth lead here coming out from the side of Team Sexy. Queasy, the cookie comes in, connects. The Mortimer Kisses will start to rain down now as well. The toss comes out. Times that perfectly. Doesn't want to go for the initial Avatos combo. Just the Avalanche. You wait out now as well. The cookie for the stun. And he just makes sure that that Astral Imprisonment doesn't save the life of the OD. Meanwhile, the mid lane, Dark Lord comes in. Trying to go onto the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage going to take a lot of damage from the Ursa. Ursa not got the Battle Fury yet. Still going to be about 450 gold away from it. But the AM does have his. And we'll see. Probably going to be the Manta Style. He's already got himself up that Blade of Lacti here on the Anti-Mage. So yeah, I assume it's going to be the Manta Style to come out for the Anti-Mage. Meanwhile, Dark Lord straight into that Basher BKB, the Blink Dagger, it seems, here for the Ursa. So he does want to get aggressive once he's got that Battle Fury, once he's got himself an item or 2. But Dark Lord going to be chased away from his creep wave. Yeah, just his familiars. Just enough to put the fear. Hammer, did he drop it in time? They get that drop onto the Ursa now as well. He comes out. Chaotic Offering will drop once again. Have Team Sexy got a little bit too far? No. Get the kill into Dark Lord. They will be able to get themselves away as well. And this just buys more time for the Anti-Mage to be able to get ahead with his Battle Fury, as the Ursa hadn't completed his, didn't have the gold for it. So now they actually find the fight onto Queasy. Queasy throws out an avalanche onto 2 heroes, but they still get the kill onto Queasy now as well. Monkey King maybe gone a little bit too far. Do they get the chase on? Lasso going to be used here, but it will be a position 4 that it gets used on. And even till the end, this Golem coming through here, he tries to keep himself alive for a little bit longer with the Sinister Gaze. Even Moonlight going to be chased down. Vanscore with this Golem. Will it be enough for the chase down? No. The Visage trying to keep the... No, the Moonlight cookie comes in. The cookie, excuse me, the cookie comes in onto Moonlight, and he will go down. So, good fight there from Sigma.YNT. Even if they lost the Ursa, even if they lost Queasy, he was still able to take, what, 2-3 heroes away from them there. Yeah, keeping pace, and in fact, getting ahead in terms of kills, breaking that first 10-kill barrier. On the side of Sigma.YNT, 7 Jesu continues to farm as the anti-mage, though. Yeah, continues to get this net worth lead over the Ursa, about 3k ahead of Dark Lord. Dark Lord now will be able to get this Battle Fury out. But this anti-mage, hell, he's actually going to go for the Sanjin Kaya. Excuse me, the Sanjin Yasha. Don't see that much, especially on an anti-mage. So just opting for more survivability. Could build that into... What? Do you want to go for a Heaven's Halberd on the anti-mage late game? I'd expect still the... Maybe the Butterfly or the Heart to come out up against this Ursa. But maybe signaling here that Jesu wants to fight fairly early on the side of Team Sexy. You know, get involved and just keep the pressure onto Dark Lord here and the rest of his team. But the rotation comes through though till the end. Do they get this vision? Looks like they might get the kill onto the Lich. Advanced code. Do they want to try and go for this? And again, 3 heroes, 4 heroes. The Chain Frost is going to bounce around now as well, but it bounces to the neutrals and bouncing through because Corruptible jumps in with the cookie. They still get the kill until the end. And again, early warning system comes out for the anti-mage. He has that Sanjin Yasha up now. So do they want to fight? He might even go in for an early BKB on Jesu. Yeah, AM. He's still getting that farm again. He's going to be about 2,000. So the Ursa is starting to catch up in terms of net worth. We'll see how the farming patterns are going to line up and which team will come out ahead in this one. The Ursa, though, with this Battle Fury up, will start to at least keep pace with the anti-mage. And once the Blink Dagger's up for the Ursa, the BKB as well. You know, it could be curtains for a couple of the heroes coming into this one. In fact, the Ursa going to be about 200 gold away from the Blink Dagger. So another creep wave or so to come out, and he will have this one on the Ursa. As the Monkey King just continues to hop around. You know, hippity-hoppity here. The Monkey King. Do they get the vision? He's going to blink himself in. He sees Queasy now as well. The Primal Spring comes out. The toss will be there onto Queasy, but the cookie. Balance Strike now as well. They will lose this Tiny. And yeah, Corruptible was just like, I ain't getting involved. This is your issue. Just straight cookies out here. And it might open up the tier 2 tower on the bottom lane as well, because you've got the Monkey King here on 9 class that will be able to guard it. Visage rotating down with his familiars. You've got a lane pushing in. The catapult wave to come through as well from the Dire on this next creep wave. Meteor Hammer to be used, so the fortification will come out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, they back themselves away. In fact, do they know? Do they have vision? Dark Lord, he will be seen here on the Roche Pit, it seems like, and they will back themselves away. Monkey King, just going to be a tree on a tree, just to make sure. Yeah, get that out on the Roche Pit, and make sure that the Ursa doesn't make a go for this here as well, because there was 4 heroes from the side of Team Sexy looking to contest that Roche take. Even if he smokes into it now, I mean, the Monkey King will still see it. They're taking away the trees. Okay, yeah. They're being clever. They're taking away the trees. The Balance Strike comes out on the Ursa. You want to try and set up the Monkey King. He might go down. TP's coming in, though. They do not get the kill quickly onto the Monkey King. But it looks like the TPs are going to be cancelled, as Roche might just be given up the way of the side of Sigma. Yeah, while this is going on, though, AM again on the bottom lane. There's going to be the catapult wave to push in for the AM. The fortification has been used here. Queasy just going to Cliff Teasy himself. So that we'll call that the Cliff Queasy. As he's just looking to play that living ward here. Dark Lord get himself towards this age of Sigma.YNT. Keeping pace a lot better in the second game with Team Sexy.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
We'll see if they're going to be able to close this one out. Well, not close it out, but, you know, get the fight back against Team Sexy. Bring it back to a 1-for-1. I'm still not sure about the lineup. I think once it goes into the late game, you know, the anti-mage is going to look pretty scary here as well. Going towards... Looks like, I mean, he's got himself the ultimate orb, so does he want to split up now? What's he got item-wise? Yeah, so he splits up. He just keeps it. So it is good with Halberd coming out here for the anti-mage. So he gets that Manta style out after the Santon Yash just to make sure he's got some early protection coming through. And I suppose it is going to be nice for the anti-mage to get because no one else really wants to go towards it. But that Heaven's Halberd's going to be nice for the AM. Moonlight looking towards his BKB. In fact, he's got the gold for it now as well. We'll be able to fly this one out here. And maybe Team Sexy are going to look for a fight. So we'll see just what Sigma are going to be able to do. Odds-wise, okay, Sigma. For you, though, he gets that jump on the balance strike, comes out here. 9 class can get himself away from this one. Pops and Wukong's command, but he might still have the damage. He will still have the damage to get the kill onto the Monkey King. With nobody else around, nobody to back him up, Sigma.YNT able to take a really easy kill there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
And yeah,
attack.
the odds came out in favor of Team Sexy, I do believe, from EGB, but I mean, YNT, they're not the longest odds. They should still be able to make this fight back happen. So let's see. They're going to be able to get a jump onto Queasy once again. Dark Lord wants to get involved, but the Sanity Eclipse gets dropped. Dark Lord, does he want to try and come in? He's going to use that Enrage now until the end. He might go down next. The lasso will be used onto Moonlight. Moonlight, though, they're going to be able to pop the Aegis at least on the Ursa Burr. Taking away here from the Batrider. If you want to go for more, Jessu's going to wait here as well, but the link comes out from Dark Lord. The instant chase comes out from Jessu, and he should be able to get the chase down. Dark Lord even looking for that high 5, as he will be cleaned off. And now the back lines. Mana Void, they take down Vance Core. They don't lose anybody after the Monkey King, and they take down 3 heroes on the side of Sigma.YNT. Team Sexy going to be more than happy with that. And yeah, Anti-Mage, he's going to be top of that 5,000 net worth lead over this Usurper. So what can the side of Sigma do to get back into this game? I mean, it's not over just yet. If they get a good fight, if they get the lockdown to come out, they should be able to get themselves back into the game. Chaotic Offering has been quite nice for the Engage as well as the Fatal Bond, stacking up the damage with the Ursa. It's just that they've not been able to get the full combo off in the past couple of fights. And yeah, now the double damage on the Visage as well. So Nefrit, is he going to look for the push down coming through? Dark Lord, I mean, you look at the big spells coming out from the side of Team Sexy, they are all down. So if you're going to look for this one, now would be your time on Sigma. 9 class, going to be able to dive himself away. Wukong's coming up in the next 3 seconds. Mana Void in the next 2 as well. Chain Frost will be available. They're slowly but surely all coming off cooldown here for the side of Team Sexy. So, what can you do with Sigma.YNT? You have a BKB on the Batrider to come up soon. Yeah, that's back available down to 8 seconds though. Ursa's not going to be too far away. In fact, does he want to be going for this, or does he want to be going towards the Basher? It looks like it's going to be the Basher for Dark Lord over the BKB, over the early BKB. Yeah, so the Basher comes out for the Ursa Burr. Snap. How's Corruptible looking? Going towards an Axe. Oh, you've got to be careful that the cookie comes out. Jessu going to be stunned up for a little bit, but he's got that Manta Style Illusion to push in as well. Dark Lord in the mid lane. They're looking for the pressure with the Catapult coming through with the AM Illusions. He might be able to get the kill onto 2 of them, though. The 2 supports of Balance Strike will be used here. Did they get the lockdown into Dark Lord? Dark Lord, he's going to be completely out of mana. He's going to be completely out of life. The Motive of Kisses will rain down, but it looks like Team Sexy, they want to push for more. And now, with this creep wave pushing on the bottom lane, they're going to be able to get maybe 2 tier 2s out of this. Or maybe not, because the fortification will come out after this first tier 2 tower goes down.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah, Moonlight, they are grouping up. What do they want to go with this pressure? They're pinging out onto the tier 3s on this bottom lane. Monkey. Queasy's going to see him. They might be able to get the kill onto the Monkey with the Avatars coming through the tree toss now as well. So Queasy at least gets that cleanup onto the Monkey King. But the Ursa is still down for the next 16 seconds. Fortification will be used. Do they want to be coming in for more? Because the Ursa Burr, he is respawning. And now Team Sexy won't be at full power with the Monkey King being down. And Jessu just continuing to farm as well. Yeah, if you're the anti-mage here in this game, you know, you're feeling super comfortable because you've not really been contested. You're 4-0 and... No, I'm looking at the Batrider stats there. Anti-Mage 2, 0, and 1. So you've got a couple of kills on the board. You've got your Heaven's Halberd now as well. You've got that Basher, Abyssal Blade. Not going to be too far to follow for Jesto as well. Just needs the recipe here. So the Vanguard will come out. So you have a lot of protection. You have a lot of utility as well as an Anti-Mage to be able to push out the lanes, take these fights as well. And 9 class going towards the ROBBNROLL. And with the Ursa choosing to go towards the Basher before the BKB, this BKB is going to be a long ways away for the Dark Lord. So they have the openings to get these lockdowns, to get the kill onto the Ursa Burr. And yeah, if he's constantly running himself away, that Bash is not effective because you're not looking for the right clicks, so you're not getting the stuns off. Team Sexy, for you, we'll see a double damage rune. Do they give this over to the Ursa? It looks like they might just pass the bottle over. Yeah, let Dark Lord bottle this one, keep it for a little bit.
Dire's bottom tower is under
see
attack.
Exactly
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
what they're going to be able to do to maybe try and get themselves back in. And again, Sigma.YNT, it's not completely over for them in 28 minutes, but they're going to have a rough time. It's not a walk in the park here for the side of Sigma.YNT. It's looking real rough. And Team Sexy, they're going to group themselves up on the high ground. Smoke, does it break here? Smoke coming through from both sides. They're going to see the courier. They're going to kill the courier. So they're going to have that warning where Team Sexy were trying to camp out. And immediately here, Queasy, he takes down 2. He even gets himself a gem off that as well. So 9 class saying, well played, well done. Do they get the gem right back, Queasy, with the D-Wall? There's going to be the Abyssal Blade coming in as well as that Mad Style Illusions here. And Queasy, while the strike comes out, they get that gem right back from the Tiny. Team Sexy now, again, they've got a 1-hero advantage. What do you want to go for this one? The smoke the smoke broke because they had to go for that Tiny. And AM? Okay, just going to lose the courier here, not paying attention to that. But the Abyssal Blade will be here. It's going to be a ways away from that Skadi anyway. Jesu, yeah, 3 minutes down on his courier, so that's... It's harsh, but Jesu, he's going to shrug it off. He's going to be fine. No TP scrolls coming up for the Anti-Mage just yet. Lane, Corruptible still looking for the farm, still looking towards the Aghanim Scepter, so maybe using it for the Ursa to be able to close that gap. Maybe even the Batrider. You throw him in with the Gobble Up Spit Out combo, and then the Batrider gets the lasso. He's got the... he doesn't really have a 4-staff, anything like that. He's just going to be relying on the BKB Boots of Travel. But if he doesn't catch Jesu, there will be an Abyssal Blade to come out for him now as well. Roshan, the big man, is going to be up in 25 seconds as well. This is a great timing here from Team Sexy. The shard to come out, probably give that over to the OD. So the OD can give the safety Astrals to come out. You've got the walk away with that shard as well, and your teammates at a 60% movement speed. So there is a movement speed reduction, but it means that you can maybe get out of range of something like the Multi-Kisses, or walk yourself away from the lasso when that comes out. Monkey King, that runaway toast here for the Monkey. How far away from it? I mean, lost his courier. He's going to be about 100 gold away from it anyway. So by the time the courier comes back alive, he should have the gold for it. And as long as the courier doesn't get taken down again, he should be coming out in no time at all. Yeah, 9 class. He's just scouting the tier 2 tower. You're looking to see who's looking to defend this.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Corruptible Vanscore for you. They are going to show now. The Monkey King will be able to scout it out. Do they get the vision? They're going to see Vanscore rotating right up. The Valor Strike comes through now. Wukong's Commander will be using Vanscore. He's going to go down. 9 class getting the kill there. Buyback immediately from Vanscore. I mean, the Roche has respawned, so you do need to fight into this. You do need to be winning this fight. But again, you can see that Team Sexy going to back themselves away to the triangle, looking to protect this area. Making sure there's no rotations in here from the side of Sigma. That cannot be contested. Zersaber has the BKB up now, though. Okay, and Vanscore, he is back. I mean, that was a quick buyback to come out for them. It looks like, though, they did get the wraparounds here into the pit from the side of Sigma. As till the end, scouts out Roche. Yeah, Glimmer Cape was used here, but the side of Sigma, again, smoked through into the dire side of the map. In this dire jungle, the scan will be used here to get the jump onto the high ground. This is where Team Sexy Might be at a bit of a disadvantage here. The jump comes through from anybody. No. Chaotic Offering comes down, gets his own into an effort, but the jump off the backline is corruptible. Can he get himself away from this one? Has to use those Greaves to get that mana back. Otherwise, a mana void coming through from Jesu. Jesu, who wants to throw it out, but does he want to actually go for it? Onto Corruptible, he does. He gets that mini stun off, and Nefrit gets a kill. Now the lasso lockdown, but you can see that Jesu's already around this fight, making a target of the Warlock. Can he get the kill here? Chase down onto Warlock. He's going to go down. And who's going to be next? They get to Queasy. Can he get himself away from this one? Dark Lord has to move himself away as well. And now they know Roshan is up. Vansko already bought back there as well. So he's not going to be able to get himself into this fight. And yeah, the Chaotic Offering's going to be down. They just march themselves into the Roche Pit and try to make quick work of the big man in his own home. Zantimage. That's Scardy. Not going to be too far away from it at all. What are you looking at here? About 900 gold for the full Scardy on the AM. What does he swap out? Does he even take the Aegis himself? They maybe give it over to... I mean, Moonlight's going to be respawning, so Moonlight... No! The fear! Queasy, he tried to get the jump in. And they're just going to be able to get the kill, the lockdown. It was a bold move. It was very bold. Jess would just pick up the Aegis, leave the shard in the pit. Maybe leaving that over here. As for you will be able to get the kill into 9 class. And the OD, he's making a beeline. His BKB up in a couple of seconds here as well. So let's see. Dark Lord on the push out on the bottom lane. Again, looking for his items. Looking for this Abyssal Blade. If he wants to buy out for that, I'm pretty sure he's got the gold for it now as well. Anti-Mage, Scardy Gold should be here on this creep wave as well. If he wants to buy out, maybe swap out the boots. Yeah, he is going to do buys out the Scardy. So the item more important for the fight than... yeah, Shard still left in the Roche Pit. I was over here just pointing this one out. I'm surprised. I mean, Moonlight... You know, the Moonlight didn't make a move, but he had bigger things on his mind. He was trying to help out his Monkey King. So for the minute, that Shard will be left in the pit. But yeah, the side of Sigma, just again being put on the back foot. They are looking to do what they can to keep themselves in this game, but it feels like slowly but surely. It's only a 7k net worth difference. You know, only 1 kill between the two teams here. But Team Sexy, they have this advantage. They have that momentum going because you see 7k net worth lead. It's almost all to do with the difference between the two carries. And the Anti-Mage with the carry over the top of the Ursa. The Ursa with the Battle Fury, you know, you want it to be right at the top of the net worth. And being so far behind here, it just opens up a lot of the map from Team Sexy to just get the jumps on and take down this Ursa. Yeah, Jesu pushing in as well. Again, this Aegis here for the next 3 minutes. So the AM not scared of pushing this down on as well. Level 25 on Anti-Mage. And the Ursa... What level's the Ursa? 21 on the Ursa, so 4 levels behind and about 7k gold behind here. The Ursa behind the Anti-Mage. No wonder the AM just comes in and cleans up these fights. Dark Lord, he might look for a defense on the base, but the tier 3 tower, it's been aggressed on. Fortification will be used. They might back themselves away for a little bit. Yeah, overall, okay, the Goblet's bit out, so you get that long range solo multi-kiss. Yeah, Jesu coming in with the familiars as well, just trying to do damage. You're looking to split this one as well. The double catapult wave in the mid lane, so Corruptible has to move himself away. Upheaval will be used. 9 class scouts now. He sees it. He pings it. Yeah, they know now. They see it. And it looks like 9 class might play courier to whoever wants the shard. But they did take down this tier 3 tower now as well. The catapult's going onto the melee. So the melee racks and the base for Sigma.YNT will heal. For you, top lane, he gets that blink in. Do you actually want to go for this lasso now as well? And there's going to be TP's Bat Rider. Does he want to try and go for the TP away with the Battle Strike? Pops his BKB. He might be able to get the kill into 9 class. 9 class, he will be taking down the Bat Rider. Gets a quick kill onto the Monkey King. That's going to be the lasso. His BKB being used for this one now as well. For a position 4. Anything helps in this game here, especially when you're so far behind. But that was a big commit here. And Queasy, he might not be so lucky in the dire jungle. He's going to be able to get himself away from this one. There's a Lich. Coming off a little bit worse for wear here, the Lich. Yeah, Queasy not able to get the kill. Haunted till the end. And Nefrit looking to push in as well. He's got himself his own Heaven's Halberd, so they have an overlap. If they can get it off onto the Ursa in these fights, you know, that's going to be a good few seconds here, where the Ursa's just not going to be able to do anything but enrage.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, the Aegis has got about a minute left here. Okay. Ursa, does he want to actually swap out? Does he swap out for Pentarage? So he's got that extra attack damage to stack up. He's got the attack range as well. That's going to be nice for him. Who did the monkey give the shard to? Nobody, because he was dead. Now he should pass it over to Moonlight. Yeah, passes it over to the OD. So eventually, you know, we do get there. But are you going to be able to get the shard? Jesu just looking to keep the pressure on this top lane now as well. Ursa, though, looking to skip the wave. Mid lane, do they get the jump on? And do they get the kill coming through onto Queasy? Queasy, he's going to be locked down. He's going to be killed off.
Dire are scanning.
And a bit of revenge. Nefrit does get that kill there. Ursa. Okay. TP's himself back to base. I mean, AM, we look at Jess, who's got that Abyssal Blade. He's even got himself the... Is that the full Axe? It is. It's a full Axe Scepter. So maybe now just waiting on the Blessing for the AM. Sending his boots over to be sold, I guess. Or maybe... Yeah, okay, the Aegis wears off now. He's going to be able to get this Axe Scepter up in his inventory. Scotty up. Jess, who is looking pretty darn big. 31 net K. Net K? K net worth on the anti-mage. He's even got himself the Trickster's Cloak as well. So if he needs it, can invis, run himself away with the blink out. Yeah, AM doesn't feel like he needs a BKB either. So he's going to be relying on that Heaven's Halberd, the mischance to come through from this one. And Dark Lord going towards his own Abyssal Blade. So he did go back for the MKB to try and deal with this mischance on the AM. It's Team Sexy looking for another group up.
Radiant are scanning.
AM just continues to farm. Witchbane comes out here as well. This is going to be big for going up against something like the Vanscore Warlock or even the Batter. I mean, Batter 2k net worth. The Purge is quite nice as well. I wonder if he wants to just try and, you know, keep this for the fights here, the Witchbane, because the attack speed will be useful as well for the anti-mage. Yeah. Attack speed means you get the more mana burn. You've got the Purge up as well, so you have that cleanse. But you do 4% of your target's max mana right back onto him. Now they're going to jump onto the Ursula. Going to try and use the BKB. Do they have enough to get locked down onto the anti-mage? You know, the anti-mage is going to be able to get himself away from this one, trying to turn himself around as well in the fights here. Jesu with the counter spell. There's going to be the Sanity Flip being dropped. Dark Lord, he's going to go down. He's dead for 85, 48 seconds on the Warlock now as well. They take down the Barret Rider, 80 seconds on him. And now they even get the jump onto Corruptible. Corruptible, though, he will be able to get the TP away. They just march right down this top lane. Looking to set off the Queasy. The cookie comes out, saves that Tiny for a little bit. So this is going to be another base broken here. Jesu, yeah, stacking up the damage. Just going as far as he can. Queasy, it's just going to be... I'm pretty sure this was just a celebratory or a commiseration. Jumping here from Queasy with that gobble up spit out. Queasy, he's just trying to buy time for his teammates to come back alive, going for that TP out now as well. But the base, yeah, this is going to be another lane of racks going down, or at least it's going to be one lane of racks going down. And then the lane of racks on the bottom lane open from the side of Sexy a few minutes ago. So they start to move themselves through, maybe potentially looking for Megas here on the side of Team Sexy. Yeah, so to come through just to do damage onto the creep wave, it looks like. Yeah, help clean those up. And again, the double catapult wave is pushing in. So Sigma are going to lose this base. 20 seconds till the Ursa's back. 23 seconds until the Bat Rider's back. If they get the lockdown, they might be able to. They get the jump in now until the Astral comes out. They have the double Astral to come through here from Moonlight. They do want to go for a Wukong. It's over the top. Since the gaze will be used to get the lockdown onto the Tiny. They get the kill. They're going to be able to take the base. Team Sexy dive in onto Vanscore now as well. Vanscore taking damage from the illusions from the anti-mage here, losing so much mana, and the mega creeps might come out, will come out here. Tiny's dead for the next 34. The lasso, the drive back. Did he get the kill onto the Visions? Visions, he might go down. No, the Astral. It saves his life. Dark Lord, that BKB will be one off. The Abyssal Blade comes out now as well. He might still get the kill. Nefrit, though, he's healing up through this one. He's going to be able to keep himself alive, and Dark Lord has to retreat on this. And Wukong's command. Indeed, they get the kill onto Vanscore once again. Do the E. No, the split up. It keeps the Warlock alive. It might cost Corruptible his life here. Even the Bat Rider going to go down. Corruptible, he should fall next. Yeah, Vanscore everybody being close to death on the side of Sigma.YNT. Team Sexy, they are going to be able to take this one 2-0 over Sigma.YNT. Not the greatest of starts for them in the DPC for Sigma.YNT. But they were able to make a fight back in the last tour. So, you know, it's not over for them. It's only the first 2 series. They've got plenty of games to come here on Sigma.YNT. Meanwhile, the side of Team Sexy, they get themselves right to the top of the table here with the second win of the DPC. Nobody else played twice, so on a technicality, but Team Sexy, yeah, top of the table for now. And really well played there. Jesu, again, 5-0-7 on the Anti-Mage. Dark Lord, 2-7-5. So even this Ursa could not get himself going. Moonlight 5-5-7. Jesu, the net worth between the Ursa and the Anti-Mage, 35k, nearly 36k on the Anti-Mage. Meanwhile, 22,000 on the Dark Lord. So the Ursa was just way too far behind in this game. Jesu got so much space to get himself ahead. Just accelerate his farm with a quicker Battle Fury in the Ursa, and the Ursa could just never catch up. Team Sexy with some great fights as well. I mean, Sigma, they kept it close, 19-26, and they were trying to take as fights as good as they got. But in the end, Team Sexy, just buying the space and time for the AM, were able to get themselves ahead and take the series 2-0. It is going to be a bit of a longer break than usual. About an hour's time, we will be coming through with the last series of the day, which is going to be Cybercats versus Navi Jr. So we're going to take a quick, maybe not a quick break, but, you know, a break nonetheless here and get back with the second series the day after this. Thank you for tuning in. Stick around. We'll be back with the second series in about an hour's time. But for now, we are going to be taking a break. See you after this.